Hello! Today I'm going to show you how to create a table of contents in Microsoft Word. My brief is already written, but now I need to create a table of contents. And I could go through and manually write one, but if I do that, and if I modify the paper in any way by adding content or removing it, I would then have to go through my paper again and make sure that the table of contents is still correct and that the numbers still match up. A much easier way to do this is to apply styles to the headings in my brief. I'd like to note that it's much easier to apply styles as you go along writing your brief, but it's never too late to apply them. So first I'm going to go through and I'm going to apply style heading 1 to my major headings. And to do that, I highlight the heading and then apply heading 1. If I don't like the way this heading looks, I can right-click it and go to Modify, and then I can change it to be bold, or I could change the color, or the font, or the size from here. Then I'm going to click OK, and I'm just going to go through my brief and apply heading 1 to all of my major headings. This is much faster and easier than going through and applying the individual formatting options each time. By clicking styles, I have saved the way that I want my heading 1 to look, and I can easily apply it with one click. Now, if I have a subheading and I want that noted in my table of contents, I would use heading 2 to differentiate it from my major heading. But it's still the same. I highlight it and then I click heading 2. After I've applied all of the styles to the headings in my document, which I've gone ahead and already done, I go up to where I want to insert my table of contents, place my cursor there, and then under the references section in my ribbon, right here at the top left is table of contents. So I go through and I select table of contents, and my table of contents is automatically generated. Now, if I do not like the way the subheadings look in my table of contents, or if I find that to be unnecessary, I can go through and change this by underneath here, custom table of contents, and then I can change the levels to 1, which is what I want to do. Click OK. Do you want to replace the entire selected table of contents? Yes, I do. And now it's a much simpler table of contents. And I can scroll down and you can see that. Now, if I modify my content in any way, say I remove a large chunk of it, just going to go through and remove it. I can go back up to my table of contents, select it, and then go to Update Table and Update Page Numbers Only. If I change any of these heading titles, I would want to select Update Entire Table, but I didn't, so I can just Update Page Numbers Only. I'm going to click OK. And now you'll see that it automatically went to 34 because I've shortened my paper. So that's how you insert a table of contents. If you have any questions, you can get at me in the comments. Thanks for listening.